Ryan, congratulations. What a thrill of a game for us to watch. Just try and sum up what it was like to play in.
Yeah, it was tough, obviously. I felt like I was playing really well and I lost the first set. Obviously won the next set 3-0 and I felt, here we go. And obviously he was just starting well with the throw, and this format, it's all about starting. If you can start, you can do the damage. Just sort of held my nerve at the end, and double 19, the deciding leg. I've been saying that Gary will tell you that I'm a double 19 machine, and after the tops fell low, hit the double 19, and away we went. So yeah, happy days.
It's not a bad time to lead, is it? With the deciding leg, the only time.
Exactly. I was thinking, I just want you to twitch here. Just give me a chance. You know what I mean? Because if he starts at the 152, then I'm banging trouble. So obviously you didn't start something in happy days. Just try and. I wanted to hit 100, really, anything sort of 90 plus, just to sort of put him under pressure and just sort of keep him a throw behind, really. So obviously, start with 95 was decent, and yeah, played well. It was it was tight. I was twitching a bit, to be fair, so I'm happy with how I held on. With
Gary winning as well, we know the banter that you two have in the practice. Was there a little WhatsApp from him today saying, "Now do your part"?
Yeah, to be fair, he sent me a message and said, all the best tonight, and yeah, he played well. But I've been telling you that he could win the Worlds this year easy if he was just to put a tiny bit of effort in, and I think he showed that at the weekend how well he played. And obviously he played well last night, and Jose played well as well, to be fair. So yeah, just got a nice day off tomorrow and look forward to my next game.
How important is it for you, these tournaments in the back end of the year? Because obviously you're defending a chunk of money heading into Minehead, so would it not be nice to cover it now so you haven't got to worry about that?
Well, I try not to think about that too much. Obviously I'm defending a quarter final here as well, so I need to win my next game just to cover myself. But I don't think that really matters. The main thing that matters to me is just playing well. I know that if I play well, then I'll win. It's basically as simple as that. If you look at how well I started tonight, was like 10 out of 11.
Yeah, incredible.
That's what I can do, and I do that all the time in practice. So it's just bringing it to the TV, which I haven't done in the past, and who knows what damage I can do. I honestly believe I can win this tournament, and that's just not saying that for the sake of it. I feel like I can.
We saw you take some time off over the summer, a little bit of rust. Do you feel you've blown that away now with that performance today?
Yeah, I think the Pro Tours last weekend did that. I put in some half decent performances. If you want a 94 average, I'm your man. That seems to be my point at the minute. But I put 106 in against Daryl. I was 5 average 115. So that's what I can do. And I feel like that weekend's blown the cobwebs away, and I'm feeling good.
Do you feel you're close to taking that next step, that you've been teetering on the 16, 17 bracket and now making massive strides to go top 10 and win one of these TV titles?
Yeah, 100%. Gary would probably tell you the same. He absolutely batters me in practice. He's unbelievable. But to be not far away isn't a bad thing. When you play the Pro Tour, people don't do what he does, so it feels kind of a bit easier, if you know what I mean. So yeah, look, I'm ready to take the next step. I think how packed the schedule is now for the rest of the season will help me, because I'll always be on the board. I'll admit myself that I can sometimes be a bit lazy when it comes to practice. Not as bad as Gary, but we can't all be as naturally good as Gary, you know what I mean? So yeah, just looking forward to the rest of the season.
Right, many congratulations.
Cheers, mate.
Ryan, how would you assess the season that you've had so far?
I think I started the season pretty well. Had a little bit of a lapse. Not played much after the match play like I always do, really, and I kind of suffer for that when the play starts again after the match play. But I feel like I've got rid of the rust a little bit quicker than I normally have. So I'm feeling quite good. In practice, the darts are going really well, and I feel like I'm looking forward to bringing that to the stage, and hopefully I can continue to do that.
You mentioned about being 10 out of 11 on starting doubles. Has the past few days been purely focused on hitting doubles?
No, not at all. I haven't. In the past, I've sort of programmed myself to just go for tops, but I feel like I can hit tops anyway. I don't feel like I need to focus on that anymore, and I feel like maybe that's helped. Obviously, the next game, I'm not going to be 10 out of 11 starting, and I've got to try not to let that affect me. So. Just need to drop down to that double 19 and I'll just slip it in there, yeah.
we've seen various different winners of major titles over the past 12 months. In the form you're in, you must feel that there's no reason that you can't join that group.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like if I'm going to win a major, then this will be the one with how well I can start on tops. It's just bringing that to the match. It's easy to do it in practice. It's just being able to bring it to the game.
Okay, cheers, Ryan.
Ryan, what is that next logical step in the career for yourself?
I think it's just being a bit more consistent on TV. Obviously, I'm normally pretty good on the floor. I've made multiple finals on the floor, multiple semis. Last season, my results on TV were terrible. I think I only won did I win 2 games on TV last year or 3, something like something really bad, and I expect better things from myself. Obviously, I made a quarter-final of the match play. I did lose first game of the UK Open against Chris Davey, but he played well, and that's just one of those draws. It's a lottery in the UK Open. So I'm setting myself at least a quarter-final here to defend the money and see how far I can go. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season now. Things are sort of heating up a bit.
Do you enjoy playing on TV now then?
I do enjoy it, yeah, but just sometimes things don't click. I just feel like sometimes I get on stage and I'm hitting everything backstage and 180s after 180s and I get on stage and I just throw wild darts, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's a focus thing or what. I'm trying to work on my concentration. I think my concentration tonight was really good. I don't think I've lapsed at any point. And if I can keep my focus, then I can do some damage.
Thanks, Ryan.
Cheers.
Ryan, you've changed your darts. You've already threw the heaviest darts in tour, but now you've gone from 32 to 34. What was the thinking behind that change?
No, there's no thinking at all. It was just I've used 32 grams for the last 3, 4, 5 years. Just wanted to change it up, really. There's nothing really behind it. I just felt like a change.
You mentioned how you've always done so well on the floor, you've done titles on the floor, but it's just not quite clicked on stage. What are different preparations when you are preparing to play a big TV tournament compared to on the floor? How does that make a difference?
I don't think I've really prepared any different, because obviously I play some decent stuff on the floor, so I don't really see why I need to put any extra effort in when it comes to TV. I think it's more of a focus thing than anything else.
And you made the first quarter-final of the World Match Play only a few months ago. Can you really use that now as a platform to keep building year on year and get that consistency on TV for next year?
Yeah, 100%. I feel at the match play, when I played Johnny in the quarters, I felt sort of at the second break, I thought I was going to win the game. I felt like I was going to win the tournament. That's just how good I was feeling. But I sort of had that little lapse in concentration, and hit so many bullseye finishes and they hurt, and it's just one of those things. It happens. But yeah, there's so many tournaments now between now and the end of the year, and I'm looking to try and pick one up.
Ryan, good luck. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.